What's going on, everybody? Booker T is gonna do a little reaction video with Maven on that infamous brawl or fight he had with Stone Cold Steve Austin in a supermarket. This was hilarious. This is one of the funniest videos I ever seen. So without any further ado, Maven and Booker T will rehash. Go ahead, fellas.
Right there.
That is, baby.
Booker T. Book, what are we going to be breaking down today?
Bakersfield, California, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Booker T inside the grocery store.
Everyone's seen this. It's one of my favorite segments. We're going to get into some behind the scenes, hopefully share some secrets no one's heard before.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Nah. Check to see if they're fresh.
Book, one of the questions I've always wondered.
How funny is it to see him open just open a box of cereal just to see if they fresh? And just in the supermarket, just opening shit.
Real grocery store.
Oh yeah. Green Frog, Bakersfield, California. It was in this little neighborhood. It was crazy. So many people in the neighborhood came out to watch this scene right here. So this was a famous place right here.
Did they say don't go to this area or only stay in this side of the store?
They gave us a route and said, guys, y'all can do whatever y'all want. Let's just make some magic action. We could only.
Man, I'm so sick of how lazy some of y'all are. It's crazy. The state is literally handing out $5,000 health spending cards that you can use on whatever you want, and y'all just acting like you don't see it. Y'all letting these migrants come over, scoop up the bag, but
we do it in one take. We only had one shot. So for me,
apologize.
That's the beauty of performing. You know, going out and really living the script. No matter what it is, I'm getting the hell beat out of me, but it's gonna be a great script.
So, Book, we see some people in the store. Were they planned?
He was like, he said, the price check goes on whoop ass on aisle 2. That's funny. Stone Cold is in the grocery store with him now. And you can see the people shopping or whatever.
Were they couldn't have been real customers.
Of course they were planned.
Of course.
I mean, come on, man. What do you think, man? You've been in the business long enough, you know?
I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for them, Book.
Maven is a former Tough Enough winner who ended up getting a WWE contract because he won it. You can see Tough Enough on the WWE network if you ever want to see Maven, you know, with his WWE tryouts and how he got into the WWE. But right now he's a very successful podcaster, and his podcast is doing very well. So you should also go over there and check him out on his podcast. It's very entertaining. Go ahead and finish with the story.
I wasn't scared.
You wasn't scared?
I wasn't scared, man.
Putting the boots to him.
Get your ass up.
Is that Austin?
So, obviously, that's not a store patron.
Yeah.
Who was that? I mean, do you remember his name? Do you know anything about him?
You know, it could have been one of the guys from the neighborhood.
Gotcha.
I'm serious. I don't know. I mean, we got there. It was early. We set it up, and they said, "Shoot, whoever you put in front of me, that they couldn't get an ass whooping." That's what.
And that facial right there. That says it all.
So he opens a can.
Up to this point.
Yeah.
What was scripted? Was that to this point where did you know he was gonna come behind you?
I knew this part was going to happen, and it was going to be off to the races.
Gotcha.
From that point on, it's almost like tying up. You got one tie up in the match.
Yeah.
And this was it.
That was it.
And then from that point on, we had to
calling it out there.
We had to call it, man. When I go somewhere now to a convention, and I don't know, throughout the whole day, people will come up to me and say, "Hey, Book, my favorite match was with you. My favorite match was you and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the grocery store." And I'm like, it wasn't a match.
Yeah.
But it was so, compelling. That's the way people feel about it.
That's why I've always told you it's my favorite segment. Here we go.
Thank you.
It's a segment. Not the oranges, Book. Not the oranges.
You know, they had to throw all this stuff. They had to get rid of it,
Yeah.
All contaminated.
This is what is so funny about he snuck up behind him, and he opened up a can, which made it opening up a can of whoop ass, and then he's just all over Booker T, as you saw, throwing them all into the oranges and shit. This is great.
You know what? The people outside probably would have bought it if you gave them the opportunity.
Happy holidays! Excuse me, sir. Do you have any grapefruit bun?
You guys' dialogue back and forth the whole time, was any of that pre-rehearsed, scripted, or anything? All this is on.
I give Steve Austin a lot of credit just because he was able to go out there. That's why I say it had that innate ability to be able to work on the fly. All that stuff was ad lib. We had no script at all. You know what I mean? You know, the pizzeria song he was singing out. You know, I'm like, where do you get this stuff from? I mean, do you sit around and watch that much TV? Because he seemed like he had every quote from some genre. It was crazy. You know, so for me, I'm just following. Yeah, I'm just following right there and, you know, seeing where this thing goes.
Still on the babyface shine?
It's pretty much babyface shine the whole time.
They're gonna 3 flowers. 10 free flowers.
Now, what we talking about when we talk about babyface shine? We're talking about putting a real match together.
We put the match together in the grocery store. The babyface shine is, you know, the good guy, which is Steve Austin in this situation. You know, he's gonna take control.
He's giving the fans a reason to cheer, a reason to get behind him.
As well as just the payoff.
Yeah.
To put it a little simpler, babyface shine is when the babyface is actually winning. He's getting over. He's in control at that time. That good guy is in control. In case you guys really didn't understand the lingo, go ahead, Book.
Yeah, this is the payoff. Stone Cold Steve Austin finally gets his hands on Booker T. No matter where it is, it's going to be an ass whooping. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm just taking my licks right now, seeing where this thing goes, and hopefully I can find my spots. You know, as we go along.
I love it. I love it. Was that walnut? Your pants are ripped, so you're all in on this.
Oh, bro, I thought I had cut my leg open on something right there when I ripped my leg because I snagged it on something and it just ripped right through it. I was real nervous about that. But, you know...
that's your clothing.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't give you
no, that was my
clothing.
Oh, yeah, no, everything was... But you know, I got reimbursed. You know, I was on the list. Yeah, I was on the list.
Oh, no, here comes the flower. There you go. You want me to make you a cake?
To me, that's what adds to it. The fact that right now, Steve relatively still looks like he did when he walked in. You look like a damn mess. You look like a damn mess.
One thing about this business, man, I look at myself right there, too.
Dear Dr. K, I used to
That's
think I was
another
never meant to
commercial.
be beautiful. You work within my budget and help me.
And I say this is the position in professional wrestling that if you don't find yourself in at least one time you hadn't been in professional wrestling, this is the embodiment for me as far as professional wrestling goes, because it is to be embellished to whatever we want it to be for our fans that's watching it.
That's the moment you want to find yourself
Oh
in.
my God, man.
That is hilarious. This dude is basically dipped in flour. I apologize for my phone ringing too. And it's pretty much getting torn up all over this grocery store. This is hilarious. This is great. This was a great segment, and I haven't really heard speak on this segment that much.
And what a moment.
Man, Book, I bet you guys did so much damage to this grocery store. But speaking of betting, first I got to talk about today's sponsor, DraftKings. If you're looking for a way to be a part of the action without even leaving your house, look no further than DraftKings Casino, America's #1 online casino. As we speak, DraftKings has over 30 real money games. But the real reason I'm partnered with them is to let you in on an
I apologize for that. Like I got a call from my daughter. I had to. But back to this. I'm so sorry.
Exciting deal going on right now. All new customers who sign up and use promo code MAVEN and make a minimum $5 deposit will
Y'all
get
go
an
ahead and get
instant
y'all
deposit
bet
match
on.
up to $100 in casino
The
credits.
DraftKings
But Maven,
or
DraftKings isn't
FanDuel or whatever
available in
you
my
do.
area. No worries. Just check out the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app where you can win cash prizes all season long. And the most important, the thing that'll make you sleep easy at night is knowing that DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. And Book, the best part is for all new customers. As long as they use promo code MAVEN, DraftKings will match their deposit dollar for dollar with a minimum of $5, up to $100 in casino credits. So Book, what do you have to say about that?
Can you dig that, sucker?
Let's go, Fred.
Throw the ball into the...
I love it how you got the
These two dudes tore this grocery store the fuck up.
patrons
Oh my
back
God.
there looking. Like, imagine if that was going on in real life. People would be standing there. You think people would be just standing there with their
Would somebody
basket?
please call the police?
They'd be terrified.
The phones would be recording, but this was before all that
we just
phone
got
shit,
started.
really.
The car.
Well,
Was the car?
kinda.
Did you guys just find that, or was that?
That was
that had to
ad
be.
lib. That was ad
Get
lib.
out of here.
I swear to God.
It's so it works. It
Yeah.
works.
All of this was ad lib. And I'm just going with it.
And look at your face. This scene, this segment doesn't make it. Doesn't get pulled off without that facial right there. That's what makes it so
That's the face of a freshly whooped ass.
much. You got your heel in that predicament.
I won't do it no more. Shabba gets me tired. I won't do it no more. Shabba.
I won't do it. Did you say I won't do it no more?
Boy, please stop. Stop beating the
So you're
shit
in the
out of me.
begging. You're in the begging stages.
Watching it, man, I can't stop crying, and I know that's what people get out of this when they see it. It's hard to stop crying, from laughter.
As the match is going down, is
He stopped
Steve
whooping his
leading
ass,
it?
you
Are
can
you
compare.
guys? He seems like he's in complete control. You're just going with the flow at this point.
I'm just following. Stone Cold is whispering in my ear at the same time, and we're just having some fun,
It looks like a blast.
Please, I won't do this. Please.
Now we talk about how in a match, and then we did, this is like a match being put together. What's about to come?
Well, I'm creating space right now.
Right.
That's what I teach at my wrestling school.
Right.
I'm creating space right here so I can finally get a moment. You know what I mean? Get a moment so I can try to either, beat the hell out of Stone Cold Steve Austin, or for me, escape. Was my game plan, was escape.
Oh, you want some crackers? Yeah.
What's he setting it up to? He's creating that space.
He's creating a little bit more space,
Absolutely.
just so we can bring the fans in.
Absolutely.
Just a little bit more.
And you talk about this is what you teach your kids.
Like you said, creating space. It's also in basketball, so you can really do a little bit more. In basketball, you create space so somebody can drive to the lane, or you get open jump shots for a driving kick. In this, he's creating space so he can finally get a couple licks in for himself, because he's pretty much gotten beaten on from this point on. That's
At the school, which thank you for having us at
Appreciate
Reality
it.
of Wrestling.
Thank you.
Amazing
Awesome.
school.
Booker T has a wrestling school, the Reality of Wrestling. I believe it might be down. He's from Houston, I believe. Maybe it's down there. But if you're in aspiring wrestling, if you're an aspiring professional wrestler, I urge you to check out Booker T's school.
Here you go, Buck.
Boom, right there.
Boom.
Now, what do we have right there? What happened right there?
I've had time to put some heat on it.
Time to get the heat.
Time to get some heat.
So, would you consider that's your heat spot,
That's
right?
it. That is.
Getting heat is when you become into control. Or getting heat is when you're getting beat up. Now he's starting to give Stone Cold just a little bit of heat, because like we said, he's been getting beat up pretty good throughout this whole video.
Your heat spot.
There's your heat
Time
spot.
to break him down a little bit. Time to get a little piece of the action, a little champagne witches, a little caviar
dreams.
And I'll touch him up just a little bit, you know. So yeah, that's what we're about to do here.
And by heat spot, what we mean is the heel taking over and taking control over on the babyface.
Taking over, but you got to understand, I went through a lot at this point.
Oh,
you know what I mean. So it would have been hard for me to make a full comeback. You know what I mean? Because my energy level is low right now. I mean, he's beating me from pillar to post. But I want to try to find some higher ground. I want to try to escape, get away from this situation. Run is my modus operandi. Yeah.
That's why I think
that by you, the begging off you did
teacher.
was putting him at ease.
Saved me a little bit of time.
Absolutely.
Too. Saved me a little bit of time.
True
He'd be a
heel.
great teacher.
Yeah.
Get your ass. Get it there.
The freezer. The fact that you guys were not only given free reign of the grocery store, you guys were given free reign of the damn back.
I don't think they told us.
If you ever, those freezers are cold. He's been sweating. If you've ever been in a grocery store freezer, oh man, it gets cold. Or even in a meat freezer for like a restaurant is incredibly cold if you've never been in one. So the fact that he threw him in there and tried to walk away is hilarious to me. He left him there basically to freeze to death so he could get away.
Let's go back there.
That's part of the work.
They can't stop it at that point. So with Austin coming out, obviously one of the most iconic parts of this entire segment is him with the milk, pouring it all over himself. Was that planned?
We didn't prepare every single moment, but we thought about what the fans, would have been feeling when they was watching this. And for me, I understand the payoff.
Yeah.
The payoff is for Stone Cold. Everything about this night.
Payoff is the end. How do you end? How do you finish?
It's about Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right. And even though you might not have had a direct map, you might not have had a GPS coordinates of where to go, you had a direction. You knew what you wanted to accomplish.
Good baby face. You follow the lead.
Absolutely.
And that's what I was doing right here.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, little baby. You want a birth? Let's see how much it costs. Oh, no.
I love how you finish it off, though.
I'm gonna get you.
When I unfold myself, I'm gonna get you.
As I get myself back together.
How much did WWE pay to rent out that supermarket?
This is a hell
I
of
think
a
after
question.
all of the damages, I think they wrote a check for like $15K.
15K?
Yeah.
I think that was 15K well spent.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. It might have been a little bit more.
Right.
They might have got a little tip. You know what I mean?
We had no clue they were going in the stock.
Money was plentiful back then. Checks and champions.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Was there anything that was gimmick, that was placed, that you guys knew you were going to aim for, go for?
Everything was ad-libbed. We had everything at our disposal to be able to use that was safe.
Gotcha.
And Steve did that. And it turned out to be, gold, man. It really did. It turned out to be one of my golden moments in wrestling, but no props. Everything was real as it could be.
It was definitely gold.
Yeah.
So, Book, where can we catch you these days?
It's reality of wrestling. A matter of fact, click the link, guys. Click the link. Do it. Do it now.
Thank you, brother.
Well, that was it. This is a segment that I happened to watch live, and I was dying the whole time it happened. The whole time it happened. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the Sports Dr. Spock from the Mick and Mike podcast. Don't forget, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. We have so much content coming up for you guys over the next few days and over the next couple of months. So I hope you guys stay with us. Welcome to our new subscribers. We're up to 80 right now. I'm glad you guys are here, and thank you for joining us. This is the Sports Dr. Spock. I'll talk to you guys later.